Welcome, dear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come and get comfortable. I see you found your way to Melodies Monster Matchmaking, where your perfect match is one swipe or one monster away. Have I seen you before? You look very familiar. Oh, okay. Oh, well, welcome back, my dear. I hate to ask, but I'm assuming that the date with Bigfoot didn't go well then. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So it worked out for a while, a couple months, right? Yeah. But you broke up after that. I see. Well, I'm sorry that it ended, but I hope that it ended on okay terms. Yes, okay, that's good. You had fun then while you were together. I'm happy to hear that. Well then, hopefully then at least our services worked a little bit. And that's why you're back. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that you liked it so much and it was helpful. So then if I'm correct, you are then looking to be matched with another monster again this year? Okay. I see, Sue. Yes, you were single for a bit, took a bit of a break, and now you're ready to get back into... Yes, back into love. Exactly. Well, it is the time for it, being near Valentine's and all. This is our busiest time, so we do have tons and tons of monsters who are also looking to find love like you. Well, glad to hear. Well, you get comfy. I'm going to re-pull up your file here actually for you, dear. Yeah, we keep them. We keep all our monsters on file for about 3 years, and then after that we do, just for space, delete your information. Else we don't hold on to it for too long, but we often, yes, exactly, have monsters like yourself who, you know, have a relationship for a while, a couple years sometimes, and then, you know, things unfortunately don't work out, so they come back. I believe it's a testament to how much our services help people and how relaxing and enjoyable they find it. Exactly. Okay. Yes, I see your file here. Has any of your personal information changed? Address, name, phone number? We have here, let me see if your phone number. I have 731-229-668. That's correct. Okay. Good. So that's up to date and address has not changed or anything. Okay, excellent. So that should be all up to date there for you. Now, so I'm thinking, my dear, last time, I believe we were doing our online system where, as a new customer, we just put you into our system. I got a couple questions from you, questions filled out online, and then our system kind of matched you with someone. With Bigfoot, yes. But what we could do this year instead is do the opposite approach, where instead you work with me and we're going to go through the files of a couple different monsters who are also maybe a possible match for you, and then I'll tell you a bit more about them, read their profile to you, and help you kind of go through and see if maybe one of them would be a better option. How does that sound? What do you think? Well, so it's up to you, because we do have the other form of service as well, where we did last year, where we could just go through the questions and it could randomly select for you, Or, you know, we could do a slight random selection where we'll do some questions. It'll narrow down, say, 3 or 4 monsters for you and 3 or 4 profiles, and then we'll go through each one and pick from there. What about that? A little bit of blend of both. Okay, I agree. That's excellent. So I don't have the questions we did last time, so I apologize if they are a little bit repetitive. But if you're ready, we'll just get started right away. Okay? Good. Let me just get comfortable here. So, do a quick couple ones here based on your profile. Actually, this is a good one. So what compatibility or things with, let's say, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but with Bigfoot worked and didn't work for you? Is there anything that you would change this time? Anything very specific now that you know after being with that monster that you do or don't want in another monster? Okay, for sure. Okay, so you're looking for someone. So you liked doing activities together, going out. They were busy, exactly. Okay. And you don't want someone who's too, I don't want to say lazy, but you know what I mean, yes. Someone who likes to travel, do different things. Okay. Okay. But I see. Okay. So they lived a little too ruggedly for you. A little too messy. Yeah, in the cave. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Oh, I'm sorry. So ultimately that ended up being the deal breaker. Oh, that's too bad. But fortunately, sometimes, you know, no matter how much we like the person or the monster, that, or how compatible we are with them in most other ways, you know, if you want to live totally different areas and totally different types of lives and lifestyles, then it makes it kind of impossible to make it work, right? You know, I've been there, done that. Okay. So, likes to go on adventures, do different activities, be out and about, keep busy, but not. Okay. Is there a particular type of area that you'd like someone to live in, or is it just more so you're looking for someone who maybe like owns their own home, doesn't, you know, live more ruggedly? Yeah, okay. But it's not like you need someone really rich or anything like that. Okay. That's okay. Okay, that is very good. No, thank you, thank you. That will help us narrow it down much better. Exactly. I want to try to get some very specific options for you. Okay. So let's see here. Is there a particular type of career then that you'd want a monster to be in? Well, it depends for you, right? Are you looking for someone in a very specific role because of maybe that often indicates a certain lifestyle? You know, if they're in a job where they work weird hours, you know, then you're not going to see them very much, then that might just kind of sour the relationship from the start. Or are you not too particular, but it kind of, again, falls into that as long as they're not messy, things like that. Oh, I like that, yes. That's fair. Okay. So what about this then? Someone, maybe the best way to put this is you're not too particular about the job itself as long as it is a job where you do have the time to go on these adventures together and go on dates and do different things. You don't want to be such ships in the night, per se. Okay. But the job itself is not too particular, yeah. Of course. Excellent. Alright, so we have that. Let me see what I have here. So we got that. I'm trying to get some questions and things that are very particular that would help you out. Because from what I remember last time, you're not too particular, you know, if a monster is someone who flies, swims, scaly, hairy. Okay. So maybe a little less hairy, particularly if they're gonna be, again, messy. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Less messy. But willing to work with it depending. Okay. Depending. Okay, excellent. Could you give me a brief rundown, dear, then on what activities you do like? Adventure-wise, is there any specifics or anything maybe even better, anything you don't like to do? So, putting it in my own words here, that's a bit more concise, that's fine. So, you're down for adventurous things, activities, swimming, outdoors, as well as indoors, relaxing together, spending time. You like a little bit of variety, of course, okay. Again, that maybe ties into you don't want to have every day be, you know, sitting at home watching TV, but not every day. It also has to be, you know, a trip across the world. Okay. I see. Okay, that's great. Would you like your potential monster date to have any particular dietary situations, restrictions? Is there anything that was a turn-off in the past? Okay, not too particular. Okay. One who prefers a little more fine dining once in a while. Okay. That is understandable. So kind of narrowing down the options here for you, my dear. My question is, how do I put this? Are you okay with at least looking at some options of monsters who are a little more out there, even if they're, say, well known? Their hobbies and activities can be a little more obtuse, a little more unique. You're willing to look at them. Okay, that is great. Let's just at least try. It's nothing too crazy. You have much worse, crazier monsters apply here. Oh, you wouldn't believe some of them are just interesting. Some people are looking for that, so I don't know. Okay. Well, dear, let's let this load here. I think that one. Okay, no, we'll delete that one. That is not going to work. Maybe actually that one, yes. Okay. So that's 1, 2. Okay. Alright, dear. So I've got some options picked here for you. If you're okay with it, we're going to go right ahead. I'm going to show you their profile picture. I'm going to chat with you a bit about what info is available here, and then maybe we can go through, and if you want to pick any of them today, then you can. Alright, but again, no pressure. None of these monsters work. We can retry again later, or you can just enjoy being single for a while. Okay, give me one moment to grab these for you. Okay. Alright, my dear. So I've got a file here that I've got the pictures printed out for you. And again, you can take some home if you like, if you don't want to make a decision today, okay? And then at the same time, I'm going to pull up their file as well, okay? So let's start our first of 4 options today. I have here, yes, you know we love the Mothman. It's quite a cute picture, isn't it? I know. So, in case you don't know who the Mothman is, little baby, he has been quite famous since, I want to say, the 70s. You know, predicting possible disasters. Kind of, let's say, being a presence. That's exactly. Sure, but so we have here, this is the picture that he chose for himself. Yes, they all pick their own pictures, so this is what the Mothman actually looks like. I think the poor guy, I talked to him the other week, he has like a lot of different versions of him. You know, even there's that statue with all the abs in the one stand. I know, it's hilarious, but the poor guy is just kind of, you know, a little tired of all the different images of him, so he took the best profile picture that he could. He's a big sweetheart. He has the big fluffy wings, the fluffy kind of almost bug-like body with the long tentacles here. So less fur, more kind of a feather, fuzz. He's got these big red eyes, but they're not scary. They're more very inviting. So that is the profile picture there. If you would like it, yeah, I can put it right there for you. Set it right there. Excellent. Now, so in pulling up his profile here, so as you may know, this is where I was getting into the question of, you know, is it okay if they're into more strange activities? So some of the more basic ones is Mothman likes late night drives, likes exploring different areas, but in their more specific interests, Mothman does enjoy the kind of divination, let's say. Yeah, prophecies, predicting the future. Yeah, I don't know if they specifically are a witch or into some other divination based center here, but they are very into all that. I'm not seeing anything about tarot cards here, but that is something you could ask them yourself. Exactly. Yeah. So that is always fun to do. They'd be interested in doing that with other dates and things like that. And then they're also, this is strange depending on what you're, I don't want to say strange, because divination is not strange, but you know what I mean. They're into another unique activity. They're into exploring abandoned buildings. Yeah, so old factories, I think I'm seeing here in the area. Sometimes old abandoned or less used bridges and things. Yeah, so kind of fun, very adventurous, right? So that's all I have for their 2 main activities. Oh, and they do like exploring towns and things that kind of have made different activities and things based around them and their lore, so they kind of play into that a lot. A very easygoing, doesn't take himself too seriously side. Yeah, I think a big sweetheart from what I could tell when I met him. Yeah, so I've met some of them personally that we have here. The other ones have worked with Jeanette, Steve, a couple of our other staff. But I could always have them email you any extra info, what they thought about them when they met them in person. Yes, and that's a big bonus of our kind of store here and everything, is that we are meeting with everyone in person. You know, everything is done in person so that we know kind of what the monsters are like, you know, what their personalities are like in person, as some people can put up a front online. Exactly. You know, and everyone we run through registered checks and different things to make sure we're not having someone dangerous or potentially dangerous running in our system. So exactly, that has nothing to do with Mothman. Did you have any questions about him? No, that's fine, that's fine. Well, we will move right along then to our other options. Yes, a kind of variety of different personalities, as Mothman is very much appears scary in the media and in the past, but it's kind of just a big sweetheart who just likes exploring, you know, and doing different things. So, but moving on to another being that's kind of considered scary or sweet depending on who you talk to, the area you're in. Yeah, so again, this is a personal picture. So Nessie likes to go by Nessie a lot. Nessie actually is more dragon-like in person than dinosaur-like in person, if that makes any sense. You see here Nessie's got more that dragon face, the kind of dragony feathered scales, feet, tail. They've got multiple legs. Yeah, you'll see those typical portrayals of Nessie that are more like those long-necked dinosaurs like Littlefoot. They kind of like have pictures of portrayals that look like that. I think that's more to do with that famous stage photo that came out, like, I want to say the earlier 1900s or something like that. It's been a while. But so this is actually what Nessie looks like. Yeah, so Nessie also I met in person. Very big sweetheart. A bit more shy, definitely more quiet, and which has caused them to like not be seen very often. And that's kind of the cause for the sightings, but the staging that happened and everything, just because Nessie's not been... Nessie, I'd almost say, is more famous than Mothman, but has not been seen in public as much. Exactly. So, and that's just due to the shyness, but they were very, very sweet. So, leave that one there for you as well. Okay. So, again, like I said, Nessie's very quite shy, very sweet. I can tell you that due to the shyness, that's been the one thing that's been hard for Nessie, because they've been in like 3-4 years in a row now, and just some of the dates and different things have not worked out. Well, it says, you know, Nessie loves adventuring, particularly like water sports, swimming, underwater exploring. Well, and Nessie also works as a underwater architect, particularly in that lake, but in other areas as well. Exactly. So, a job where it's good hours, good pay, and I believe that Nessie quite enjoys it, so that is excellent. When Nessie is not working, Nessie again likes water sports, particularly swimming, deep sea diving, very adventurous but solo kind of sports. So, which is part of the shyness. Yeah, so Nessie loves adventuring or doing activities at home. Nessie has a waterfront condo. So quite a lovely place that they own. So they're a very responsible, lovely monster, just painfully shy a little bit. When not working, yeah, other than swimming, Nessie does like exploring local pubs and kind of going out to eat in different areas. Did you have any questions about Nessie? Yeah, I know I've had 2 big sweethearts so far, but we've got some more bad boy options here for you, okay? I wanted to give you a little bit of variety. You know, some people are all about that. Oh yes, next we have the baddest boy of them all. We have Dracula. He's back in the dating scene again after, I think it's been 50 years. Yeah, it's been a while. I think there was a pretty bad breakup, unfortunately. I know. But, so he's been pretty popular. Our profile with people, so he might be snagged up pretty quickly. Keep an eye on him, but he is the only more human formed, at least in this state, monster that I've picked for you today. This is his profile himself here. He is very much, as you know, dramatic, gothic, very edgy, but in a I've been on this planet for 500 years type of edgy, you know. I think he's a bit of a softie at heart, but takes, you know, a couple decades to really get that out of him. That's what people like though, you know. Some people do want that bad boy kind of overly stoic stature. Yeah. Well, I know that he is in, I'll put this down here for you, the, like, clubbing scene a lot. Yeah, he likes that. He also likes opera theater. Probably has seen Phantom of the Opera like 5,000 times. That kind of guy, right? But let's see here. Had a long relationship for a while, didn't work out. In his free time, he enjoys clubbing, going out to fancy 5 Michelin star restaurants. He's quite wealthy, which I think kind of plays into the whole why he's so popular. Everyone wants a taste of that, you know, with Dracula money, right? Yeah, he likes winter cruises as well, though he tends to stay below deck a lot. Once in a while, he enjoys flying. Yeah, going around seeing the night sky, so there's a little bit of romance there, right? He, when not doing all his fun nightly activities, works as a coffin tester. Yes, so this is where I'm saying a bit strange. His job, which most people actually don't know, is that during the day he works for different companies, kind of as a freelancer, trying out different coffins, testing them out. Well, especially for the whole vampire world, like they're so popular, and it's just kind of like a great way to make money. Like he's so well known at this point that it's kind of like he's hired just so that these companies can say tested by Dracula. And they sell for crazy prices. I know. So that's his job during the day. So, yeah, so great money, great adventures and things he likes to do. But I put this option in there, but I wasn't sure because he might have different hours than you, right? He, again, vampire, so with his job and everything else, you know, you might have to switch to being more nocturnal if you want to be kind of spending more time with him. Yeah, so that's the one thing to consider, I guess. But still not a bad option overall. If you're looking for a longer term relationship, but if you're looking for something just kind of fun and flirty for a little time, he might be a good option for that. Okay, so did you have any questions about Dracula, dear, before we move on to our final option? Yes. I can look at him for sure. He currently has... Currently 8,591 offers of dates, applications, yeah. Well, if you want to, you can try. It's okay. You know, got lots of time for them to go through every single one, right? Okay. Yeah, so probably not Dracula then. Okay, that's okay. Well, I'll put his picture to the side here of his profile. Yeah, and again, you can always come back to it later. But we're going to move on to our final option, as I don't want to keep you crazy long. I feel like I've had you forever already. We have another bad boy, the Jersey Devil. Kind of similar to the Mothman, right? I think he's the bad boy, more troublemaker between him and the Mothman. Exactly. He's got the more bat-like wings, bat-like stature, red eyes, sharp teeth, goat body, horns, the whole drill. I haven't met them in person. I think that was Steve who worked with them. He said they were good. He said they were scary looking, but they're more like someone who has a scary appearance, but actually is kind of just a really chill person. Yeah. Chill monster, right? Okay. So, anyway. But so I think, if I'm not mistaken, so I believe that he works as a surveyor for farms, land, things like that. Sometimes the cities as well. But he is on call. So sometimes he's there during the day, sometimes he's at night. There's been some incidences, I think, unfortunately, of him scaring customers in the middle of the night by landing on their roofs, things like that. I know. Yeah. So the job is, and it could be difficult in terms of hanging out. But the Jersey Devil does enjoy hanging out by a fire and reading on quiet dates, some board games once in a while. But they do also, in their free time, enjoy taking care of their little sheep farm that they have. I know, interesting pairing, hey? And they also enjoy... also enjoy kind of barbecues, outdoor events, things like that. Or just going out on some nice flights, because they have wings as well. Yeah, basically everyone can fly. It's just Nessie, unfortunately. But let me see here. Yeah, they've had the farm of sheep for a while. There's been allegations, unfortunately, that they did steal some of the sheep, allegedly. Yeah, so that's the one thing to watch out for. You know, we'll always update you if you do pick the Jersey Devil and, you know, a charge actually comes through. Oh yeah, it comes down to whether you can live with the sheep stealing and all that or not. Yeah, well, I can always, if you want to pick them, get Steve to come talk to you or send you an email about them. Okay. And no for the Jersey Devil as well. Okay, good. no, that's fine. That's fine. We can delete. So the Jersey Devil is a no. Okay. And Dracula is a no. Okay. That is... Set that aside. So, did you think today you wanted to pick between Nessie and the Mothman? Or do you want to think about it for a while? It's no pressure. Yeah, think about it for a second. No worries. You know, and this is just putting in like a offer, I guess, for lack of a better word, to date. Then they might accept an offer from someone else, or you know, something else might happen. So you know, this is not a end of the world type of choice. If that makes you feel any better. Okay, I'll give you a minute there. Okay, so what do you think then? Okay, good choice. So Nessie then? Excellent. I think that's a great choice. I really like them. I can't be too biased in person, but I did personally, if I'm being honest, quite like being Nessie. And I've worked with them for the past couple years, and they are very shy, like I said, but they are a big sweetheart. Yes, and you know, very good job. Very stable, likes the adventuring, but should have a much cleaner home than Bigfoot, right? That's lovely. Okay, is there a message then you want me to put in with this offer to Nessie or anything? Well, we can always, you don't have to, but it is a nice thing if you want to stand out or just be sweet, put something in there. Okay. Yeah, you just dictate to me and I'll type it out. Yeah, it can be as long as short as you like. Okay. Well, that sounds just lovely, dear. I will then send this all off if you're okay. Did you want to add anything to the application or not? Okay, good. That is excellent. Well, I'll send that off right now. It will take you about a day or two to get a reply, okay? And then I'll just give you a call. And you know, if they reject it or Nessie's not interested at the moment, then you can always come back in and we'll do the process again if you like. Okay. But I do hope it works out for you and you can at least go on that first date with them to see what they're like. Okay. And that's all sent. Well, my dear, would you like to take the picture of you? Yes. Send you with this home. And there you go. Okay, was there anything else I could help you with today? Anything else that we could do for you here at Melodies? No? Okay. Well, it was a pleasure working with you again, my dear. I hope that this date works out for you well and that, well, I'd love to see you again next year. I hope, you know, things work out for you in the long term. Okay, well, best of luck, dear, and I will give you that call soon. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.